Hey guys, welcome back to Deepak's Daily Reading, and today I'm going to be talking about a book called Boundless Parenting by Ben Greenfield. So thank you, Axel, for this recommendation. I didn't realize, but I'd come across Ben Greenfield maybe over a decade ago. He's been around for a little while now, and I kind of forgot about him. I only realized when I saw his face, but didn't realize he had anything on parenting and otherwise. So yeah, really just started this book, and it's blowing my mind, which is to a degree the expected outcome, because I know nothing about parenting, and it's something, I'm not a parent, but it is something that as the years progress now, as I'm going to approach my 38th year next year, Danielle's going to be 40 next year, we are on the verge of having children. So I want to go through just a whole range of different things that I am reading about. So the first thing is homeschool your kids, because that's the way you can accelerate them through formal education. So all of the education required to pass your GCSEs at 16, I'd like them to have them done by 12. I think it's very possible based upon what I've read, and then 13 to 14 for A levels. So that would be goal number one. Installing porn protection programs on their devices is something else. I just thought it was amusing but practical. Having a home-based assistant who manages every single daily chore is also powerful. All mowing the garden, all washing dishes, all tidying the house, all of that type of stuff can be done by a home-based assistant, unless there's activities that the kids would benefit from. Having a pet for a child, so they have a responsibility to take care of a family pet, is another one. Don't set rules for children, instead educate them and allow them to discover things themselves. Not every parent agrees with that, but that's a attitude that Ben Greenfield takes. This book, by the way, is about looking across the range of parents within his network, and let's call them super parents of some degree. There are single parents, there are millionaires, there's celebrities, there's entrepreneurs, and they all go through their different parenting styles, as well as strong Christians. Ben Greenfield's a very strong Christian, so just lots of different parents, which is pretty cool insight. So that's that. Yeah, reading one child or parenting book a week for 9 months whilst Daniela is pregnant in the future, I think it's great. That means that there's 36 weeks, I guess, of pregnancy, if my maths is correct. I think it is. Anyway, in any event, then yeah, that would mean if I can get through 36 books on parenting, childbirth, etc., that'd be a great goal for while she's pregnant, to ensure that I know everything there is to know, quote unquote, about parenting. Then just most important fundamentals for people to help generate energy in their mitochondria are sunlight, hot, cold, meditation. There's others as well, but I took this actually ironically from jumping onto YouTube and watching a quick 7-minute podcast there where Ben Greenfield is featured. I like this concept of having a family mission statement, co-written family values, where you say, what is our mission, what are our values? Having a daily huddle about how the day's going to be, having a daily journaling practice. I've finally started my first WhatsApp journal voice note in a little WhatsApp group I've set up with myself. If anyone just is curious about being part of my journal group, then feel free to just drop a comment and I'll add you to the journaling group. It's me, Stream of Consciousness. Having a book reading club with your children, where one night a week you have a detailed discussion about a book, its meanings, its implications, and otherwise. Book can be fiction, non-fiction, but I think that's a great idea. And getting used to having discussions with your children for a whole range of topics, not only about their day, but the meaning of life, politics, religion, other important issues. Having solo dates with your children where you spend time bonding with them as individuals, not just the context of the family group. When you go abroad to travel, have local cooking classes, or just get them exposed to the world, I think. So do this when you're on holiday to different countries. There should be some type of safe but arduous test for children as they transition into adulthood from 13 to 14. So there's wilderness schools, there's hikes that they can go on, there's different types of things. There's a quote by Annie Dillard: how we spend our days is of course how we spend our lives. I mean, there's a lot that you could read into that about habits, about the power of now, about systems and routines, and also freedom and spontaneity. But I think in this context, it's in reference to the next quote I've got here, which is: the habits you have and those habits you expose your children to will likely have generational impact, because it will likely be inherited by your children's children. Mimicry is a big thing. People don't do what you say, they do what you do, really. And then splitting the year into quarters and devoting a different quarter to different types of learning. So that's a quarter on multiple areas. It could be going through all of the Stoics. Next quarter could be going through home farming, permaculture, gut health, etc., etc. Look into what a governess is. Basically, that's someone who's qualified to follow a curriculum, an academic curriculum, take your children through it. So I think what I want to do is understand the minimum requirements to get a GCSE effectively, and then try and accelerate a child's learning through it at their own pace, or an accelerated learning pace. So I think that's definitely something I'm going to do. So it's like, okay, cool, you're meant to do this when you're 16. Clearly it's going to be easy to do it by the time you're 11, because I was bored by school and they said I was gifted and I could have done my exams at 14, but it's really to do with the fact that the education system isn't geared for anyone who, or rather it is geared for the very, very average person. And they don't expose you to any type of accelerated learning. To be honest with you, it's not even about the average person. They turn you into an average person. So that's a misnomer. It implies people aren't smart, and the problem is school makes you dumb. So that's that. And then having a full-time virtual assistant from home who can manage, track schedules, organize things, giving children access to the virtual assistant to help structure days and weeks. And then also the governess to help with learning, teaching kids about being prepared to earn their own income from the age of 13 years old, so they can get used. I mean, this is my idea now. I'm fusing some of my own ideas, and then taking children to a wilderness survival school. So this is 30 minutes into this book. It's going to be, I think, mind-blowing, this book. So especially because I don't know anything about parenting. So there you go, Boundless Parenting.
Hey guys, it's Deepak Shukla here. I am huge on listening to books on Audible. So if you're interested in getting all of the insights as I discover them through the course of all the books I read, please do comment, like, and of course subscribe so that you get notified every time we release a video. Thank you so much, and I hope to hear from you soon.